We're going to continue with that new alert from law enforcement warning that followers of the baseless QAnon conspiracy theory may be planning violence across the U.S. in coming days. TJ, you spoke with one former believer.
And George, as we were all, so many of us watching the inauguration, watching this peaceful transfer of power, there are so many QAnon followers who are watching it looking for something else. They were waiting on the military to come in and arrest Democrats and keep Trump in power. They were literally waiting on that. That's one of the conspiracy theories out there for QAnon followers. Well, when that didn't happen, reality set in for a lot of them, leaving many of them disillusioned and now looking for a way out.
Law enforcement concerned this morning that QAnon followers could be plotting acts of violence in the coming days. According to a bulletin obtained by ABC News, the new misplaced QAnon belief predicts that Trump will be returned to power January 31st. But for some former QAnon followers like 27-year-old Ashley, the latest false theory won't lure them back.
The constant state of fear and panic was awful.
That's what she says she felt in the days leading up to President Biden's inauguration.
When the president was sworn in, I was crying. I was just heartbroken. I thought we were going to get taken over by China. I thought that Christians were going to start being executed. Like, I thought we were going to die. And I know it sounds extreme, but I was so afraid.
Ashley later posted her thoughts on TikTok.
Well, I was wrong. And it sucks. I have spent the better part of the day crying. Some of it out of disappointment, some of it out of anger, and some of it out of fear.
Now the young mother has become something of a QAnon whisperer, trying to explain the mindset of believers to outsiders.
I just started learning a lot, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like everything was a lie. You were not in reality at all.
The Michigan native says she was first introduced in October when TikTok videos promoting conspiracy theories popped up in her feed.
I just started reaching out to friends that I knew that they were bigger Trump supporters. So I started asking them, and they would send me YouTube links and then groups to join and Telegram chats.
The lifelong Republican says she latched onto the false belief that Hollywood and Washington elites are involved in a child sex trafficking ring and began delving deeper. Ashley says she's trying to move on, but she admits it's not always easy.
I think it's hard to mentally unpack what you believed so much that was real that is not real at all.
And she's not alone. Some former QAnon believers are posting on Reddit boards. Yeah, I fell for it. Yeah, I'm kind of embarrassed, but it is what it is. Another writing, confusion would be the best way to describe my current mood. A little disappointment, some embarrassment, maybe even relief. But Ashley says the good days outnumber the tough ones.
I can't explain how much lighter I feel now to just know, like, oh my gosh, like my daughter's safe. I'm not going to die. Everything's fine. I mean, it's crazy.
Ashley says she's staying engaged, guys, in these conversations online because she actually wants to help other people. And again, the FBI says groups like this are potentially a domestic threat to this country.
So do they think those former believers are actually the best way to combat this?
Well, the best way to go about it, it's almost like they feel like you need a support group to rescue. They actually talk about it, and they use words like call it a cult, that people need to be rescued from it. So some people like her speaking out think it can be good for other families.
Pretty scary stuff.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.